All right, baseball fans, here we are. First pitch is a called strike. We are at the Lou Izzo Classic here in at Greece Athena Junior Senior High School. Leading up, so we got the Fulton Fury are the home team. Visiting team is I forgot their name. I just barely read it. Midlakes Eagles. Leading off, number 2, N. Bremer, and it is 1-1 strike. Carson is on the mound for the Fury. 1-1 misses, 2-1 strike. That's in there. Call, strike 2. 2-2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes N. Bremer for out number 1. Carson with his first strikeout of the day. For some reason, I don't understand, my outfield camera is not streaming cleanly. Here's K. Schmidt up to bat. First pitch high, ball 1. So 1 ball and there's a strike. 1-1 strike on K. Schmidt. 1-1 pitch from Carson is low and inside, ball 2. 2-1 strike. Defensive alignment for the Fury. Out in left field, Anthony Farrell. Center field, Cameron Dallin. Out in right field, Gavin Gwynn. And there's a swing and a miss, strike. At third base, number 99, Keegan Ewald. At shortstop, Cash Stuber. Second base is Brandon Birch, number 26. Another swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes K. Schmidt for out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Carson Race. Second base, like I said, Brandon Birch. At first base, D-Vec, number 7, Dylan Vecchio. On the mound, Carson Race. And behind the plate, Lucas Resigno. That pitch is high, ball 1 to E. Everson, number 6, for the Midlakes Eagles. And it's it's Everson. Ooh, tries a hole back, called strike 1. 1 strike on Everson. There's a 1-1 pitch, and that misses outside, ball 2. 2-1 on E. Everson. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Carson Race, and that is low and outside, 3-1. Everson in a hitter's count. We got big fans coming over here. Can I get some lovin'? All right, and that's a call strike. 3-2 strikes now on Everson. Race 1 pitch away from retiring the side. There's the payoff, and it bounces. Ball 4. A little too much pressure. Everson works a walk, and that brings up the other K. Schmidt. So runner on first in the form of Everson. K. Schmidt, not K. Schmidt, but K. Schmidt is up. That one's outside, ball 1. This is number 29, K. Schmidt. Now, if you subscribe, you can actually participate in the chat, and maybe you can let me know number 3, K. Schmidt, what his first name is, and number 29, K. Schmidt, what his first name is, and I can call them something besides the other K. Schmidt. Here's the other K. Schmidt, 2-0. Swung on and sent out into right center field. It's going to split the outfielders. Everson's going to round second. That's picked up out in right field. That's not Gavin Gwynn out there. That's Colton out there. Well, I was told that Colton was going to start off as the extra hitter and Gavin was going to start in right. I was told lies. So K. Schmidt with a 2-out double, and there are runners at second and third now. So with 2 outs, that brings up D. Washburn. Race pitches, swing and a miss, strike 1. That pitch bounces. There's a ball. Runner's not advancing. That ball goes all the way back. There's quite a bit of room back there. Lucas Resigno way quicker with the equipment on than he is with the equipment off. 1 ball and 1 strike now on Washburn. Got 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Runners at second and third. Carson gets set and deals. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Ray. Swung on, and that is popped up. Calling for it at second base is Brandon Birch, and he makes the catch. So the Eagles threaten, but are unable to convert, and they strand 2 runners in the top of the first. Coming up in the bottom of the first inning, it's Cameron Dallin, Brandon Birch, and Cash Stuber in the bottom of the first, and they'll be coming up next. All right. Warm-ups are done. Here's Cameron Dallin to lead things off for the Fury. First pitch to Cameron, misses, ball 1. E. Everson is the pitcher for the Eagles. Cameron swings at that one, pops out one up, shortstop calls for it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. That one didn't quite have the distance for Cameron Dallin. He brings up Brendan Birch to the plate. First pitch of Brendan misses, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Birch swings at one over his head, strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. I apologize for eating, but I am starving. That pitch misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 from Everson. Ground ball to short, fielded by the shortstop. Throw over to first is in time for out number 2. So with 2 outs, that brings up Cash Stuber to the plate. First pitch to Stuber stays high, ball 1. I think he wanted that to break down, but it never broke. Here's the 1-0 to Cash. Swung on, popped up, and that's coming up over me. And that is foul, strike 1. Here's the 1-1 to Cash. That one low, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. And that's called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs on Cash Stuber here in the bottom of the first inning. There's the pitch. Cash sits on it, sends it, sits high, coming out into right field. Right fielder underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So at the end of an inning, we are scoreless. Coming up in the top of the second inning for the Eagles, it's their 6, 7, 8 batters, C. Wilfield, W. Kellogg, and H. Brucker all due up. All right, here we are. Colin Wilfield up to bat. First pitch bounces, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Carson. Swung on, ground ball, misses Carson, goes to Cash, though. He picks that ball up, fields, throws to first in time for out number 1. So with 1 out, that brings up W. Kellogg. And I hear he's great. Sorry, cereal jokes. Here's the pitch from Carson. That one bounces, ball 1. 1-0. Check swing does not hold up. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 in there. Call. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Kellogg. That pitch low and outside. Ball 2. 2-2 now on Kellogg. There's 1 out here in the top of the 2nd. Scoreless. There's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Carson. Now in steps number 0, the right fielder, H. Brucker. Pitch from Carson bounces. He pitched a 45-footer on that one. 1-0 on Brucker. Here's the 1-0 from Race. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Brucker. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So it looks like Brucker is thinking too much about this. Could be nervous first at bat of the game. I completely understand. You think you're going to swing, you just got to unleash, and he swings and misses at that one. Strike 3, strikeout number 4 for for Carson. And that'll do it for the Eagles in the top half of the 2nd. Coming up in the bottom of the 2nd inning for the Fury, it's their 4, 5, 6 batters, Carson, Dillon, and then Keegan Ewald. Coming up. All right, as you saw, I was trying to figure out the numbers of the Eagles to figure out what positions they were in. I don't have everybody figured out yet. But here is Carson Race to lead things off. First pitch swinging, sends this one out to right field. Right fielder, goes off his glove. Carson's going to round first. He's going to come into 2nd, and he's got himself a stand-up E9. I'd love to give him a double, but I can't. So with no outs and a runner on 2nd, that brings up today's first baseman, number 7, Dylan Vecchio. Hey, and that is Evan Everson on the mound. That's cool. Swung on, popped up. That's going to be in foul territory. It's playable. Nobody able to get to it. Nobody told the catcher it was right there. He absolutely could have gotten to that. It's all about communication. So no balls and 1 strike on Divek. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one bounces. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 from Evan Everson. Swung on. Divek, a little ground ball to short. Moves Carson over. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. Well, he does the job, and he moves Race over to third. So with 1 out, that brings up the third baseman, Keegan Ewald. That pitch misses. Ball 1, 1-0. There's the pitch from Evan. And Ewald steps out to send this one into center. That's an easy RBI, bobbled out in center field. But Keegan's going to hold up at first with an RBI single. So the Fury take a 1-0 lead here in the second. Now with 1 out and a runner on first, here's Anthony Farrell up to the plate. There goes the runner. Throw down to second is not in time and not on line. Pitch was a ball. So 1-0 to Farrell. Tried putting a break on that one. Never came down, though. 2-0 to Anthony. Evan tries sneaking one on the outside corner. It drops off, though. Doesn't quite make it. 3 balls and no strikes. Got 1 run in, 1 out. Keegan Ewald on second. Keegan, one of the call-ups from the 14U team. Keegan takes off for third. And that's ball 4, and no attempt of a throw is made. So Farrell works a walk. And now with runners on the corners, here's Lucas Resigno. It's about 315 to center field. About 300 dead left and dead right. Anthony takes off for second. No throw. Pitches a ball. Runners at second and third now. That's 2 ducks out on the pond for Lucas. Both in scoring position and a 1-0 count. Evan Everson pitches. That ball misses. And there's going to be no play at the plate. And Anthony moves over to third on the play. So 2 runs in, 1 out, 2 balls, no strikes. A runner on third. So this is Evan Everson on the mound. That's in there for a strike. Not to be confused with Evers and Evers Real Estate from the Haunted Mansion. Evers and Evers, we're here for you forever and ever. Evan Everson deals the 2-1. High, 3-1 to Lucas. Lucas would love for that pitch to come in, drop in so he can have something to swing at. Nobody likes being walked, although you prefer to be walked than to be struck out. Here's the 3-1. High, ball 4. Runners at the corners now for Gavin Gwynn. So back-to-back walks given up by Everson. And the Eagles coach is going to come on out and visit Evan out on the mound. So last out was made by Dylan Vecchio. He's going to come out and run for Lucas because Lucas is the catcher. And you get courtesy runners for the catcher and pitcher if desired. So the object of that is just to enable the game to flow quicker. You don't want your catcher stranded out on base and then you've got to wait for him to get dressed. This isn't the major leagues where you've got all the time in the world. These games are timed. So runners at the corners and one out. In steps Gavin Big Guns Gwynn. Devek takes off. Throw over the third is offline. I like the idea. You got the runner going from first to second. You figure the guy on third is going to be jumping off, waiting to see if you're going to throw over to second, try for the pickoff, or come home. Why not try picking him off at third? There's the pitch to Gavin. That misses low, ball one. So runners on second and third. Got Dylan Vecchio on second, Anthony Farrell on third, Gavin Gwynn at the plate. One ball, no strikes, and one out, bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. That one's in there. Call, strike one. Gavin may have well been waiting for a strike to be thrown since Evan has thrown five balls in a row. Here's the 1-1 to Gwynn. Gavin swings and fouls that one off, hits the backstop. One ball and two strikes for Gavin. One out, runners at second and third. First base is open. Here's the 1-2. High, ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Gavin. We are here at Greece Athena High School. This is their varsity field, and this place is spectacular. Thank you to the residents of Greece for your tax dollars. There's a swing and a miss, and the ball is not dropped. Out number 2 as Gavin sheepishly walks to the dugout. So with 2 outs and runners at second and third, here's Colton Winslow. Good old left-hander to finish things out on the lineup. First pitch to Colton, low and inside, ball 1. Anthony with a good lead off third. Here's a pitch. Colton pops this one up. It's in the infield. Third baseman calling for it. Drifts over and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Fury threaten and the Fury convert 2. And at the end of 2 innings of play, they lead by a score of 2-0. Coming up in the top of the third inning for the Midlakes Eagles, it's number 10, O. Altman, or the number 9 batter, excuse me. He's number 1, and then there's an O, hence my confusion. It's a Saturday. So anyway, leading off in the top of the third inning, it's O. Altman, and then top of the order, N. Bremer and K. Schmidt. And that's K. Schmidt, not the other K. Schmidt. And we'll be back. All right. Time to start inning 3. Fury with a 2-0 lead. Starting things off here in the third inning, it's Altman. First pitch bounces in front of the plate, ball one. Altman's the second baseman for the Eagles. Here's the 1-0. And that one bounces too. 2-0. Carson looking around to his team, asking them what in the heck he is doing. Carson, time to play some baseball. Let's throw some heaters. That one a little high, ball three. Altman's a little shorter than what Carson's used to pitching to. And it's a 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter, Altman. That brings up the leadoff hitter, N. Bremer. First pitch, low ball. And it's Bremer, I think, N. Bremer. Here's the 1-0. That's in there. Call strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike on Bremer. I wonder if his first name is Nick. That one's up and out. 2-1 to Bremer. And that reminds me of Nick Beam from, oh my goodness, what's the name of that movie? That one's low. 3-1. Nothing to lose. Nick Beam, protagonist. There's a pitch, and that one misses, ball 4. So for a guy that's got 4 strikeouts in 2 innings, he walks the first 2 batters he faces in the third. Next up is K. Schmidt, not the other K. Schmidt, but number 3 K. Schmidt. There's a strike. 0-1 to K. Schmidt. 0-1 pitch is a little high, I guess. Maybe outside. 1-1 now for Schmidt. Race deals. There's another strike on the inside edge of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the 1-2 pitch. That one's outside. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes from Carson Race. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So K. Schmidt goes down swinging for his second time. And with 1 out and runners at first and second, here is the Eagles pitcher, Evan Everson. Call, strike 1. And Altman trots into third base. Here's the 0-1 to Everson. Off goes Bremer. There's the throw down to nowhere. It comes back to the pitcher. It fooled me. And I missed what the pitch was, if it was a ball or a strike. It is a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Evan Everson. There's called strike 2. There's a pitch, and that swung on. Ground ball to second. Fielded at second by Brandon, and he throws out the runner, but he picks up a run and an RBI, and there are 2 outs. On the play, Bremer goes to third. So now we got a runner at third and 2 outs for the other K. Schmidt, third baseman K. Schmidt. That pitch misses, ball 1. There's a big swing and a miss, strike 1. That pitch up and out, ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike on the other K. Schmidt. Carson deals, and that's in there. Call, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 run in, and a runner on third for K. Schmidt. And swung on and foul. It's tipped off of Lucas's shoulder. Not able to grab that ball. Umpire, being courteous, walks a ball out to Carson so the backstop can regain his composure. It's kind of backstop courtesy. Umpires do it for catchers, catchers do it for umpires. Here's the 2-2 pitch again. Outside, ball 3, 3-2 now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. There's the pitch. And does he hold up? He does not. Rung up, strike 3. So that'll do it for the Eagles in this inning. They're able to pick up a run, and they come within 1. There's that strike. After 2.5, it is a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Fury. Coming up at the bottom of the 3rd inning for Fulton, it's the top of the order: Cameron Dallin, Brandon Birch, and Cash Stuber. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's Cameron Dallin. He's somewhere over there. There he is, shaking hands with the umpire. He doesn't really need to do that every at-bat. Beginning of the game, I can understand. Here's the first pitch to Cameron. Misses, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes for Cameron Dallin. Oh, it's umbrella. That ball is fouled off and out of play. Strike 1. And that pitch misses, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Cameron. 2-1. Cameron jumps on top of it. Fielded by the third baseman. Throw over to first just in time for out number 1. Cameron, normally really good at legging those balls out, hit it just a tad too hard. You'll see it's a bang-bang play, but Cameron is thrown out. Oh, so close. So with 1 out, that brings up Brandon Birch. First pitch to Brandon, low, ball 1. Yeah, I'll take 1. Thanks. No worries there. Here's the 1-0 to Brandon. That one bounces 2-0. Two balls and no strikes on Brandon. Here's the pitch from Evers. Misses 3-0. This bat will be firmly planted in the back pocket of Brandon Birch. He's showing bunt. He's so silly. Here's the 3-0. Call, strike 1. Good job by Everson. Evan Everson. Excuse me. Not Evers and Evers. That's right. Here's the 3-1 to Birch. That one bounces on the plate, ball 4. Birch hustling down to first. He's going to stay there. That'll bring up Cash Stuber to the plate. Stuber popped out to right field, his first plate appearance. No throw, just a tease. Now the runner goes. There's a ball. Goes past Lucas, goes underneath his glove. Ideally, a catcher would like a pitch up in the zone if he's going to try to throw somebody out at second. That ball was right on the ground. Almost skipped off the ground. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 on Cash. Did I say Lucas? I may have said Lucas. I didn't mean to. Here's a 2-0 to Cash. Cash swings on, rips this one. Right field, that's going to be trouble. Nobody's going to get to it. Gets past the right fielder. Goes up against the fence. Stuber rounds second. He's coming into third. Ball hits the relay. Stuber rounds third, and he's going to hold up there. It is an RBI triple for Cash Stuber. And I don't think I have that from the hit, do I? No, I got it from the throw in. So that brings up Carson Race, the pitcher. First pitch is a ball. Nice block by the catcher to keep that in front of him. Keeps Stuber from scoring from third. So 1-0 to Carson. Race line drive right to shortstop. Nice grab by the shortstop for out number 2. So with 2 outs and a runner at third, here's Dylan Vecchio. D-Vec rounded out to short his first plate appearance. Here he is with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. First pitch in there, call, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to D-Vec. High and inside. Backs out of the way, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The ball's hit. A nice grab in left field by the left fielder for out number 3. So I didn't get the zoomed in on that. I would have loved to have gotten the replay on it, but I did not. So the Fury pick up a run. Actually, is it 2-1 now? Did I make up a run? Hold on a second. Oh, Elwell score. Right. Well, I'll check and I'll be back. All right, here we are. First pitch misses, ball 1. This is top of the 4th inning. D. Washburn. Washburn hits this one. That goes foul. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. My umbrella here really fighting me. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Washburn. That pitch misses, ball 2. So we got a new pitcher for the Fury here. That pitch bounces, ball 3, 3-1. Pitcher now is number 99, Keegan Ewald. And that's ball 4 as Washburn works a walk. So it's a leadoff walk for the Eagles here in the top of the 4th inning. That brings up Colin Wilfield. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 is hit, and that goes over Devek at third base. Fielded by Anthony out in left field. He hustles and gets that ball in. So we got runners on first and second after Colin Wilfield's single. And with 2 on and no outs, here is Kellogg. Here's the first pitch to Kellogg, low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Keegan. Kellogg watches that ball go by, up and outside. Here's the 2-0 to Kellogg. Swung on and fouled off, strike 1. And it's Wyatt Kellogg. Here's the 2-1 to Wyatt. Swung on, fouled back. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs, 2 on. Keegan deals. High, 3-2 to Wyatt Kellogg. Ewald is set. Deals. Swung on. Another foul by Wyatt. Three balls and 2 strikes. No outs. Runners at first and second. There's the pitch, and that is low, ball 4. And Wyatt works a walk to load the bases. So bases loaded now for the right fielder, H. Brucker. First pitch swung on, foul, third base side, strike 1. Here's the 0-1. High, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That pitch was high, but Brucker really wanted a piece of it. Here's the 1-2 to Hayden. I think it's Hayden. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's a big strikeout for Keegan Ewald. So with 1 out, that brings up the number 9 hitter, O. Altman. Now, Carson had a hard time finding the strike zone on Altman. And Keegan just threw that one too high. Everyone makes fun of the short kid until you have to pitch to him. Here's the 1-0. That one just inside, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 from Keegan. That's in there. Call strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Altman. Keegan sets and deals. There's the 2-1. That's another call, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded for O. Altman. Keegan deals. That's inside, ball 3. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 on Ollie Altman. Back-to-back strikeouts as Keegan tries working his way out of trouble. That brings us to the top of the order to N. Bremer. That is a ball. Hey, Ray, you are welcome. And Gracie B, I am waiting to say Everson. Thank you for that correction. I appreciate it. 1 ball and no strikes to Bremer. Swung on, fouled off of Lucas's face. 1 ball and 1 strike. Umpire again, walking the ball out. Allow Lucas to count the birdies that are flying around his head. Fortunately, there's never more than 3, so I'm not sure that Lucas can count higher than 3. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Or strike 3. I missed one in there. So that'll do it. After giving up 2 walks and a single, Keegan Ewald comes back with 3 swinging strikeouts to work himself out of a jam. After 3.5 innings of play, the Fury lead by a score of 3-1. Coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Fury, it's Keegan Ewald, Anthony Farrell, and Lucas Resigno. All right, new pitcher on the mound for Midlakes. It's number 3, Kay Schmidt. I don't know where Evan Everson went to. He's somewhere out there. Well, it looks like he's on third base, I think. So leading off is Keegan Ewald this inning. Jimmy McGill, hello. Thank you all for subscribing. Here's the first pitch from Schmidt. And goes behind Keegan. He dances out of the way. Ball 1. Bottom of the 4th inning. Fury leads by a score of 3-1 over Midlakes Eagles, 15U. Schmidt gets set on the mound. He deals. That one misses low. Ball 2, 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, fouled off at the plate. Strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Keegan. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Schmidt. That one misses 3-1. Catcher misses that ball. Anthony Farrell going back to pick it up for the umpire. What a nice young gentleman. Here's the 3-1 to Keegan. Keegan's going to pick a zone, and if it's in that zone, he's going to drive it. Or he's going to ground it to the shortstop. Backhanded by the shortstop. Throw over to first is not. Oh, it's in time. Oh, let's see. Do we agree? Actually, it doesn't matter if we agree. But there's the hit by Keegan. Throw over, and he does get him. Good call by the umpire. That'll bring up Anthony Farrell. Farrell walked in his first plate appearance. Stole a base, got stranded at third. First pitch to Anthony is a ball. There's a nice bang-bang play here over at first to get Keegan out. Great stretch by Colin Wilford. Here's a pitch. That one bounces on the plate. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes on Anthony. Schmidt deals. High, ball 3. 3-0. Anthony will not be swinging, I hope. Inside, ball 4. Farrell works a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up the catcher, Lucas Resigno. Zoom out to see Anthony's lead. Schmidt looks over at Anthony. Anthony's got the oven mitt on. He's going to make some cookies. He takes off, and the ball gets away from the catcher. Anthony rounds second and looks. It's about a third of the way down. Nice big lead. It's a stolen base and a ball. Didn't even need to use the oven mitt. Cookies were done, but the tray was cold. So with the runner on second, it's 1-0. And that pitch is inside to Lucas. 2-0 now. Two balls and no strikes. Schmidt gets set, looks back at Anthony. Throws inside. 3-0. That is 7 straight balls for Schmidt. He had a great pitches or great duel against Keegan to start this inning off, and then he seems to have lost the plate. There he goes, strike number 1. You can get it when it counts. Schmidt with the 3-1 count. Lucas ready to battle. Schmidt deals. Lucas swings and fouls out one down. Nice clean play by Coach Larry over in the third base batter's box. Coach's box. Excuse me. 3-2 now. So you go from 7 straight balls to all of a sudden back in command on the mound. Here's K. Schmidt. Not the other K. Schmidt. Swung on Lucas. Little blooper. First, fielded by the first baseman, runs over, gets the out. Anthony moves over to third. So Lucas does his job and advances the runner. But now it's 2 outs with a runner on third for Gavin Gwynn. Gavin Gwynn, double G, stands for the Guns, the double guns. Throw over the third. Nothing doing there. Anthony is back. Here's the first pitch to Gavin. Gavin watches that one go by. Strike 1. Can't blame him. 7 out of the last 10 pitches thrown by K. Schmidt have been balls. I would have been taking as well. Here's the 0-1. And Gavin bends out of the way. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Anthony stays put as that ball does not stray far from the catcher. Jimmy, 4:30. Hopefully you win. I know you'll win. That pitch low, ball 2. All about that positive attitude. What position do you play, Jimmy? Should be a beautiful day out at Legends today. Here's the 2-1 from Schmidt. Swung on, and that is off the hands of Gavin. Fouls that ball back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gavin wants to fully extend those arms. He's got such defined guns, those biceps. I'm telling you, something about that kid I absolutely love, Gavin Gwynn. Here's the 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner at third. And Gwynn punches that one down, and it gets by the shortstop. It's an RBI single for Gavin Gwynn. He takes a big turn around first as that throw comes in. And Gavin Gwynn with an RBI single here in the bottom of the 4th inning with 2 outs. So 2 outs and a runner on first now. Here is Colton Winslow. Now, Gavin's got big arms. I did not say he's got fast legs. Here's the first pitch to Colton. Schmidt looks over at Gavin. Gavin, little baby step, and there goes Gwynn. Pitch is low. He's testing the catcher's arm, and Gavin is in there with a stolen base. Pitches a ball to Colton. Now he's got a runner in scoring position with 1 ball, no strikes, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Colton popped out to third his first plate appearance. And I wasn't paying attention to that pitch. I think it was a ball. I'm going to say it's 2-0 to Colton. That one bounces 3-0, and that's going to allow Gavin to get to third. Gavin rounds third. He's going to hold up there. Pitcher, center, and short. Nice, Jimmy. Pitcher's a lot of responsibility. If you're pitching today, just remember, every pitch is a new experience. It does not matter what the last pitch was. Everyone is new. Here's the 3-0, I think. Maybe it was 2-1. That ball goes into left field. It's an RBI single for Colton Winslow. That brings up Cameron Dallin to the plate. Cameron is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Not normal for Cameron. Hardly ever gets ground outs. Here's the first pitch from Schmidt. Steps off, and Colton scampers back to first. Colton takes off, pitches high. There's the throw down to second, way out in front. So it's ball 1 and a stolen base. So runner in scoring position for Cameron Dallin. Schmidt checks the runner. Now he brings it home, and it hit Cameron in the butt. Now that's normal. Cameron gets hit a lot. So runners at first and second now for Brandon Birch. Yep, the whole reason God put meat on your butt is so you can get hit with a baseball. So Cameron, not a threat to steal because Colton's on second. You'd have to wait for Colton to go. But if Colton goes, you better believe that Cameron will go as well. Schmidt looks around. He's got 2 outs. He just needs to focus on the batter. And that first pitch to Brandon is high, ball 1. Here's the pitch to Brandon. There goes Colton. And that's a balk. So both runners advance. You got runners at second and third for Brandon Birch. 1-0. Catcher's going to come out and have a quick word with Brandon to settle him down. This is a wise move by the catcher, and it's important for catchers to be aware of what's going on. Yeah, Jamie, we are out at Greece Athena High School in Greece, New York. That's on the north side of Rochester, not too far from Charlotte Beach. But catcher coming out to Schmidt just to settle him down. I mean, Schmidt's got some good pitches. Can't let what's happened so far get in his head. Here's the 1-0 to Brandon Birch. Brandon fouls that one up. It goes out of play, 1-1. Runners at second and third, 2 outs, 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses up and out, 2-1 to Brandon. Runners stay put at second and third. That ball didn't go more than 4 feet away from home plate. Schmidt looks in, gets his sign from the catcher, throws over to third. Diving back is Colton Winslow. He didn't have to dive, but it looks so much cooler when you do. Here's the 2-1 to Brandon. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up. First base side, first baseman calls for it and can't get it. Oh, twisting around in the wind. It's so hard running over to your left. That ball's not coming at you. It had that sick side spin. That's why it was twisting into foul territory. Wilfier tried, but running to your left and it's spinning, twisting, very difficult. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 runs in. Lots of 2s. That one bounces up, hits the catcher in the face. 3-2 now. Schmidt a pitch away from getting out of the inning or loading the bases for Cash Stuber, the home run hitter of the Fulton Fury. He doesn't have any this year, I don't think. Or maybe he's got 2. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, ground ball third. Fielded by third baseman, throw over to first. Nice stretch by Wilfier for out number 3. What a play. So the Fury pick up 2 runs in their half of the 4th inning, and after 4 innings of play, they do lead by a score of 5-0. 5-1, excuse me. Coming up in the top of the 5th inning for the Eagles, it's their 2-3-4 batter, the current pitcher, K. Schmidt, then Evan Everson, and then K. Schmidt, but the other K. Schmidt. All right, Brandon is ready. Here is Schmidt, first pitch swinging, ground ball, and that one gets through, picked up by Cameron in center, and he doesn't throw. It's a leadoff single for the current pitcher, K. Schmidt. Fury looking to turn 2. Here's Evan Everson. First pitch bounces, ball 1. So tempted to call him Even Everson now. Boy, that's just me. I like things that rhyme. That's why I like reading Dr. Seuss. Here's the 1-0 to Evan. High, ball 2, 2-0. K. Schmidt at first after that leadoff single. No outs. 2-0 to Evan Everson. Here's the pitch from Brandon Birch, and that is low and outside. 3-0. Nice grab by Lucas. Keeps K. Schmidt on first base. Here's the 3-0. Evan should have this bat in his pocket. There goes the runner, and that's ball 4. Lucas throws it down anyway. Thankfully, it is caught by, what's his face? Keegan at second. So runners at first and second. Got a single and then a walk. That brings up the other K. Schmidt. First pitch from Brandon to the other K. Schmidt is a ball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 to Brandon. High, ball 2, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 from Brandon. That one in there. Call, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on the other K. Schmidt. That pitch is high. It's 3-1. So you got to think the heat has something to do with it. I mean, it is cooking here. Finally, there's a breeze starting to come through. But that ball is swung on and popped up right field. Gavin Gwynn getting underneath it and makes the catch for out number 1. That was a high one. Really tough to get underneath that. Again, it twists over to right field. That ball does start spinning. Very difficult to make those catches in the corners. Gavin makes it look easy. So with 1 out and runners at first and second in the top of the 5th inning, here's D. Washburn. Washburn's 0 for 1. He popped out to second and walked. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Runners at first and second. Brandon sets and deals. That one is fouled off. Strike 2. 0-2 on Washburn. Here's the pitch. And Washburn ducks out of the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 from Brandon. Washburn shuffles out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Brandon. And Washburn tried to duck out of it, but call, strike 3. Washburn down looking. So with 2 outs now, here's Colin Wilfier, the first baseman. First pitch to Colin, bounces, ball 1. That's going to allow both runners to advance. Runners are now at second and third after that wild pitch. Here's the 1-0 to Wilfier. Outside, 2-0 to Colin. Here's the 2-0 from Brandon. Swung on, sent out into center field. Cameron Dallin over there and makes the grab. Where is he? There he is. I totally missed him. But nice catch by Cameron Dallin to end the inning. That's the first ball that's been hit to him in 3 games. Or 2 games, excuse me. So the Eagles threaten, but they strand 2. And after 4.5 innings of play, The Fury still lead by a score of 5-1. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning, it's Cash Stuber, Carson Race, and Dylan Vecchio. It is 3-0 to Stuber. Here you go, Schneider. And it's a walk for Cash Stuber. Dude, that's my YouTube channel. You got to subscribe, man. So Stuber with a leadoff walk. That brings up Carson Race. Stuber dives back. 1-0 to Carson. There goes Stuber. Taking off for second. Throw is way behind. Stolen base for Cash Stuber. So here's the pitch to Carson. That one misses. It's at least 2 balls. Here's the pitch from K. Schmidt to Race. And that's in there for a strike. It's at least 2-1. Let's see if the umpire lets us know There is no scoreboard here. Nope, he's going to keep it a secret. Stuvers look back to second. Schmidt getting his comfortable feel for the ball. Looks in to get his sign from the catcher. There's the pitch. Inside. And looks like that's ball 4. Back-to-back walks here in the 5th inning. So runners at first and second for Dylan Vecchio. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound, and this might be it for K. Schmidt. Unfortunately, the Eagles only have 9 players. So that means nobody is resting. Nobody can warm up during the inning to get ready to come in and pitch. So Schmidt may just have to suffer this one out until this half inning is over and then warm up somebody else in between while they're batting. It's a tough position to put a coach in when all your players don't show up. But such is the case with youth sports a lot of the time. So here's Vecchio showing bunt. Throw over. There is no throw over as that ball got dropped. It's a ball, and both runners advance. Here's the pitch to Dylan. Dylan grounds ball to third, bobbled at third. And Dylan reaches on an error. So Divek, E5, safe at first, allows Cash to score and Carson to move over to third. It is now a 6-1 lead for the Fury. And in steps Keegan Ewald to bat, excuse me. He is the pitcher currently. Schmidt steps off. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, no throw. Divek takes second with ease. Pitch is a ball. Oh, where did he get hit? Or that was ball 4. Anyway, bases are loaded now. That'll bring up Anthony Farrell with the bases loaded and no outs. First pitch misses, ball 1. And that pitch is in there, call strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Farrell. Here's the pitch. That one's high, ball 2. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Anthony Farrell. Swings at one on the ground, and that one gets through, goes into the outfield. Fielded by the right fielder. 1 run scores, 2nd run scores. And Keegan advances to 3rd. Hey, sorry about that. Trying to use 2 cameras. I don't think I'm doing a good job. So 2 runs score. Got runners at the corners, no outs for Lucas Resigno. Runners at the corners. Farrell takes off. They do the cutoff throw. Pitches a ball. Runners at second and third now. Here's the pitch to Lucas. Inside, ball 2, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's in there. Call strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. No outs. Runners at second and third. Bottom of the 5th inning. That pitch is behind Lucas. Ball 3. Fury leads 8-1. Three more runs in this half inning, and I believe they will run rule the Eagles. There's the pitch to Lucas. Inside, ball 4. Lucas works a walk. So with no outs and the bases loaded, here is Gavin Twin Guns Gwynn. And here comes the coach again for the Eagles. So again, I'm not sure what choices Eagles coach has, but he is going to pull Schmidt. And I don't know who's going to pitch now. Again, it's tough. They just have 9 here. I believe there's 2 players that did not show up. So, but kudos to these kids. They're still out there. They're hanging their heads high. They're here to play ball and have a good time. Win or lose, baseball is fun. So this is number 14 pitching, Colin Wilfield, and coming from first base. So this umpire will probably give Colin a little bit for warming up, since there's no bullpen session for him. Regardless, these games are timed, so it's not like it's going to make this game go any longer than it already is, or already will be. And like I said, I believe this being the 5th inning, the Fury are 3 runs away from run ruling the Eagles. Midlakes Eagles, right? Keep forgetting. Yes, Midlakes Eagles. It is warm out here at Greece Athena Junior Senior High School. This is his turn in the turn of things, right? You get here early, you get bonus time too. So Wilfred continues to warm up. Let's take a break and appreciate my sponsors. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. Two Broke Moms, located at North Jefferson Street, next to Dollar General in Pulaski. Power Play Sports, exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. Dupree's Cleaning Services. Find them online, Facebook and Instagram at Dupree's Cleaning Services or exteriorcleaning315.com. And Glory Construction and Services for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. If you're going to have it built in his glory. So Wilfred is ready. Here's the first pitch to Gavin. That's a ball. And the runners stay. 1-0. No outs, bases loaded. 3 runs in already. Gwynn lets that one go by. Ball 2. And a run comes in as everybody moves up 1. It is now 9-1. Runners at second and third for Gavin Gwynn. 2 balls and no strikes. Wilford gets set. He deals. That's called strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Gavin. Here's the 3-1. Bounces. Nice block. Bases are loaded again. This time they're loaded for Colton Winslow. Colton, a lefty, stepping in against Wilford. Here's the first pitch. That one misses. Ball 1. And that's going to allow Anthony Farrell to come in. Everybody moves up a base. It was actually a lot closer than I expected it to be. Wilford thought he had Anthony. 1-0 to Colton. Runners at second and third now. That is outside. Ball 2. So close. I think we're a run away from the Fury winning this one. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Low, 3-0. Here's the 3-0. Call, strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Winslow. And that's outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Cameron Dallin. First pitch to Cameron. Bounces. Ball 1. And that's not the ball game. It is. That's the ball game. This one ends in an 11-1 victory. Cameron Dallin with the game-winning RBI. Kinda weird, sorta. So the Fulton Fury win this one. Yep, they win this one by run rule, 11-1. They won by 10 runs in 5 innings from Greece Athena. I keep wanting to say Althea or Althea because I'm a Grateful Dead fan. But anyway, from the varsity field at Greece Athena High School, the Fulton Fury win by a score of 11-1. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Pleased to bring these games to you. I couldn't do it without the support of people like you and the support of my sponsors. Two Broke Moms, Power Play Sports, Dupree's Cleaning Services, Top Notch Construction, Glory Construction, Streamside RV Park and Golf Course, Divots Restaurant and Bar. Thank you to them. Thank you to you. I am the Dan-Dalin, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.